So it's a national, it's affecting the whole Nigeria. It's affecting the whole Nigeria. Because people go for marriages, they go for functions, and even transporters and commuters who pass through the southeast are also in danger, because you may not know the day that Simon Ekpa has given instruction that nobody should go out. That's why we are spending time to discuss this issue. It's a very serious issue. The economy of the southeast used to benefit the economy of the south-south, and vice versa, and the entire Nigeria. People used to go travel all the way from Lagos to buy things in Onitsha and to also buy things in Aba, but those things are being disrupted. So it's a national, it's almost becoming a national menace. That's why the Senate is wasting time. It's affecting the whole Nigeria, because people go for marriages, they go for functions, and even transporters and commuters who pass through the southeast are also in danger, because you may not know the day that Simon Ekpa has given instruction that nobody should go out. That's why we are spending time to discuss this issue. It's a very serious issue. The economy of the southeast used to benefit the economy of the south-south, and vice versa, and the entire Nigeria. People used to go travel all the way from Lagos to buy things in Onitsha and to also buy things in Aba, but those things are being disrupted. So it's a national, it's almost becoming a national menace. That's why the Senate is wasting time. It's affecting the whole Nigeria, because people go for marriages, they go for functions, and even transporters and commuters who pass through the southeast are also in danger, because you may not know the day that Simon Ekpa.
But any person known as this struggle potentially I am defending DOS is a criminal. On your own answer, he is defending DOS or is DOS defender. He is nothing but a born criminal. All of them are criminal. Then the guy beside did get the idiot and I put 25,000 as no salary. Come on to Spanish to see getting by a lachang. Yeah, then they will tell me that around. Then if you see people had the con and Nology. And our comment session. Yeah, that pilot. I know they're listening to him. I can't give that listening to me. Did I ask you to listen to me? Most of you never when I'm now blocking. When I forget the cable blocking the load. Con Capian cannot send a guy nearly to buy for natural property over the Euro and I got it off. How but any person known as this struggle potentially I am defending DOS. It's a criminal. On your own answer, he is defending DOS or is DOS defender. He is nothing but a born criminal. All of them are criminal. Then the guy beside did get the Chico Hatch. Idiot and I put 25,000 as no salary. Come on to Spanish to see getting by a lachang. Yadane will tell me that around. Then if you see people had the con. Analogy, not clearly, and our comment session. Yeah, that pilot. I know they're listening to him. I can't give that listening to me. Did I ask you to listen to me? Most of you never when I'm now blocking. When I forget the cable blocking the load. Con Capian cannot send a guy nearly to buy for natural property over the Euro and I got it off. How but any person known as this struggle potentially I am defending DOS. It's a criminal. On your own answer, he is defending DOS or is DOS defender. He is nothing but a born criminal. All of them are criminal. Then the guy beside did get the Chico Hatch. Idiot and I put 25,000 as no salary. common ntozikwa n'ishi etozi.
But if my fellow Biafrans, today we have given a very serious warning to those threatening Biafrans about the Nigeria protest. We have absolutely nothing to do with the Nigeria protest. We are Biafrans, we don't validate Nigeria. But if any Biafran is victimized for Nigeria protesting, we have assured them we will weaponize every person who cares to carry arms for self-defense. The weaponization of these protesters, any Biafran we kill, we start from Lagos and Abuja. We will weaponize every protesters that cares to carry arms for self-defense. Arrest my case. This is a warning to those threatening Biafrans as Nigeria are planning to protest. We have nothing to do with it. But once a Biafran is killed in the name of Nigeria protesting and targeted to be into this protest, we will do wonders. My fellow Biafrans, today we have given a very serious warning to those threatening Biafrans about the Nigeria protest. We have absolutely nothing to do with the Nigeria protest. We are Biafrans, we don't validate Nigeria. But if any Biafran is victimized for Nigeria protesting, we have assured them we will weaponize every person who cares to carry arms for self-defense. The weaponization of these protesters, any Biafran we kill, we start from Lagos and Abuja. We will weaponize every protesters that cares to carry arms for self-defense. This a warning to those threatening Biafrans as Nigeria are planning to protest. We have, as Nigeria are planning to protest, we have nothing to do with it. But once a Biafran is killed in the name of Nigeria protesting, I'm targeting to be into this. We will do wonders. My fellow Biafrans, today we have given a very serious warning to those threatening Biafrans about the Nigeria protest. We have absolutely nothing to do with the Nigeria protest. We are Biafrans, we don't validate Nigeria. But if any Biafran is victimized for Nigeria protesting, we have assured them we will weaponize every person who cares to carry arms for self-defense. The weaponization of these protesters, any Biafran we kill, we start from Lagos and Abuja. We will weaponize every protesters that cares to carry arms for self-defense. Arrest my case. This is a warning to those threatening Biafrans as Nigeria are planning to protest. We have nothing to do with it. But once a Biafra is killed in the name of Nigeria protesting and targeted to be into this protest, we will do wonders. My fellow Biafrans, today we have given a very serious warning to those threatening Biafrans about the Nigeria protest. We have devolution. Anybody telling you about one Nigeria is your enemy, I'll prove it to you now. Ojukwu negotiated devolution, regionalism. The North would be on their own, the West on their own, even Midwest on their own, and then the East on their own. It's the same one Nigeria. On their way to the airport, before they boarded the aircraft, a call came from Lagos, from the British High Commissioner in Lagos to Gowon, telling Gowon not to agree. After having signed the agreement, that same Gowon you're looking at today, God kept me alive so that he can witness the destruction he will bring upon that very soon called Nigeria. Gowon said no. Do you know all the Gowon said no. Do you know all the journalists in Nigeria? None of them have ever gone to go on to ask him, why did we say no to restructuring? None of those agitating for restructuring right now has ever gone to go on or gone to Nigeria to say that Ojukwu negotiated restructuring. What happened? They came back and they said no. Ojukwu said, okay, so you want to continue to kill my people all over the place? No. Because of that, I'll declare Biafra. Today, they have brainwashed all of you with the perverse notion and thinking that somehow Ojukwu is responsible for causing a war, when opposite is the case. If not now, that's after many years of hammering on this very topic, it has now sunk into the skull of the people. That Gowon was the aggressor. That's how Nigeria is. Always blaming the victim. And we lost over 5 million people during that very genocidal war. They killed over 5 million Biafrans. They wanted to wipe us away from the face of this very earth. But we survived it. And we're here today. They have come. And this time with a wrath that you cannot even begin to imagine. And Biafra must come. It must come.
Okay, guys, welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing today? This is Late Hour Broadcast, and I'm sorry for not, coming live before now. I thought I would have another broadcast before this Late Hour Broadcast, but I couldn't make it. Okay, so we are here this evening to go through what happened, earlier today, and make some reaction to that. Some of you that are following PM must have seen a lot of results of the invasion of the Nigerian army in our land, and a lot of people are sleeping on the street, and some of them that are sleeping, during the deliverance section, most of them are unable to realize what is going on. But we are not here to react on that. I just want to highlight to you that if you just to remind you that if you are not following PM on Twitter, you are not doing yourself a favor. So go and follow PM on Twitter. It's very, very important to do so, because I really thank God for the Twitter, the owner of the Twitter, and the organizer, whoever that is responsible of the Twitter. They are doing a very, very, very marvelous work, because they are the only platform on surface of Earth, okay, that allow people to see what the real information without being, censoring anything. The censorship is quite okay to compare those political platforms that are making noise. They are this, they are that, whereas they are nothing. Like FB happened to be more political than what it's supposed to be. The guy he just care about money, to be honest with you. And they said he's a Jew. Anyway, that's a story for another day. We have seen some pictures from Biafran government in exile and Biafrans. I forgot the name, the position of this Gozorabeze, chief of staff. Okay, Biafran chief of staff in US, and people that the meeting that they held in the US, and she was in attendance. They have movement and her visit to United States. I believe that she's not living in the US. I believe, maybe I start to be corrected on that, because I'm not sure, but I believe that she just visited the US. If she's there, she's living there, good and fine. But we saw pictures of her activities and Biafran government in exile in US and Biafrans in US. The cabinet members of the government in exile is, you cannot compare. You cannot compare. And that is what gives some IPB Nigerians headache. They thought that it's PM alone. They thought that PM don't have anybody, that Biafran is just that. In fact, nobody's to compare with them. But God, when man plan and God is not in approval of that kind of plan, he will oppose it. And that's what has happened. So just a few minutes ago, and PM made this post. He said, on Friday, July 26, 2024, I had a meeting with Ambassador Tobo P. Nagy Jr. Tobo Nagy, one of the State Department's most eminent diplomats, and the former United States Assistant Secretary of State for. During the discussion, we had the chance to provide an informational briefing to Ambassador Nagy about the activities of Biafran government in exile and the Biafran cause, and to share our point of view. It was a great honor to speak with him. I also want to thank our Biafran government in exile lobbyists who facilitated and arranged for the meeting. The Biafran government in exile lobbyists are making our voice heard at the highest level. And this is the man in question. This honorable Congress member, I believe, or like PM said, that is a former United States diplomat. We cannot ignore the people that are Biafran government in Israel are engaged, currently engaging, and about because of Biafran government in Israel. Biafrans are being discussed in an important places, not in front of United Nations building. I mean, can you compare that? Not in Geneva. Not when you see some people carrying flag in Geneva in the front of United Nations building, you think they have discussed, they have a very concrete meeting inside. No, 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 no. They are just there posting pictures for people who don't know how freedom is being fought and what you need to do to have your freedom, to believe that, look, if this guy can stand in Geneva compound, in United Nations premises, that the chances of them speaking to the people that matter in United Nations is high. And we have come to understand that even in United Nations, people that are pilot the affairs of United Nations are not in for our interests. Most of them are religious bigotry. They believe in their religion, in their faith, more than humans. They believe in their faith more than anything, freedom. So I don't want to start calling, religion names here, because most of us, we are all adults. We see what is going on. Even Israel, upon all the mighty powers and the contact and the connections, the United Nations are still playing, Candy Crush game on them, or if not that, they know how to decide for themselves. By now, they would have been living in refugee camp because they wanted to listen to, if they want to listen to United Nations to decide for them. I'm not saying that you or anybody going through, violating human rights is the best way of, I don't know, neither am I preaching for violence. No, I don't do that. I'm just trying to remind us what it takes to be independent and what it takes to have your freedom. You don't just wait for people who carry files to start dictating to you what you need to do. You yourself know when somebody wants to buy you, you know when somebody wants to take life out from you, and you do the needful. That's all. There's no two ways about it. We are not here to paint or rub cream on anything without making sure that we say. Like I said, we are going to mention the things that not if maybe we may not even mention, we may just go through it, and those things that PM have highlighted, and I believe it will make more sense. All right, let's hold on and let me bring it up. Just hold on a while.
That they fight the liberation and the struggle between Biafra and Nigeria. I welcome every one of you, ladies and gentlemen of the press, observers, and those friends of Biafrans all over the world. Today, the flag of Biafra is rising from Africa to Asia, from Asia to the Western world, to America, to other parts of the world, as the flag of Biafra is rising very speedily. We want to inform those who care to know that the fight, the liberation and the struggle between Biafra and Nigeria is the struggle of the good and the bad.
Just a moment. The video is having a kind of disturbance. I don't know why, what is delaying it, but let's see. These days, each time when I'm live,
those who do not understand our fight for the liberation of Biafra.
I don't know why my system is kind of frozen. Let me see if I can refresh it. Let's see a better way to do that.
Biafra is a fight for survival, just like in the history of America. For those of you who do not understand that America, after the Declaration of Independence in 17,
Okay, let me close this. All right, let me close it.
Yes, that was civil war. From Asia to the Western world, to the America, to other parts of the world. As the flag of Biafra is rising very speedily, we want to inform those who care to know that the fight, the liberation and the struggle between Biafra and Nigeria is the struggle of the good and the bad. For those who do not understand, our fight for the liberation of Biafra is a fight for survival, just like in the history of America. For those of you who do not understand that America, after the Declaration of Independence in 1776, after over 100 years, there was civil war called American Civil War. The war was the war between the good and the bad, and always the good would prevail, just like the good of Biafra would prevail over Nigeria. I would like to share a small history of the American Civil War, which lasted from the 12th of April 1861 to May 26, 1865. It was a brutal civil war between those who wanted to end the slavery and those who wanted to continue the slave trade. It is always good versus bad. At the end, those who wanted to end the slave trade won, and America became what it is today. Many of you don't know this, but you see, today what we are fighting for is the state of Biafra, which is going to be free of terrorism, against the Nigeria terrorist state, which sponsors terrorism, killing of women and children. That's exactly killing of women and children. That's exactly what we are trying to end by emergence of Biafra. It will end terrorism, end ethnic cleansing, end insecurity, bring stability and peace. So there is no way we are not going to win this war. It does not matter how long it takes. It does not matter how many lives will be lost along the line. At the end, those who survive what is going to happen from 2nd of December will live, and their generation will enjoy freedom. Many people do not understand what led to American Civil War, or many don't even remember, don't even know that America actually fought a civil war. And that was the beginning of what they call the Confederate. So many people would not understand when they hear KKK, Confederate, it was as a result of those who wanted to continue the slave trade. And that actually divided America into North and South. That led to civil war. The disagreement amongst states about the future of slavery were the main cause of the disunion and the war. The slavery had been controversial during the framing of the Constitution of America in 1787. That war shaped America to become what it is today. If you want peace, prepare for war, because the evil ones can never allow you to have peace without fight. They could not resolve the issue of slavery when very sane mind understand that slavery needs to end. Those who believe that their minds are corrupt and they are evil said no, slavery must continue. And that led to the American Civil War. The same thing we are fighting today. Biafra are saying we are not going to be part of a country that supports terrorism, support the killing of women and children, support the attack against Israel. We can never be part of a country that supports attack against Israel. Biafra will continue to support Israel irrespective of what Israel have done to defend itself. At the end, the good will prevail. I want everybody to understand today that the coming sit at home will be a litmus test. Do not allow yourself to die as a result of your negligence and stupidity. In order for Nigeria to use you, Nigeria the bad egg and the evil ones, to use you as a propaganda against Ekpa and Biafra Republic of Men in exile and Biafra de facto government in the homeland. For those who do not understand what we are doing, they say they have not seen a roadmap. I think that roadmap issue has been resolved many months ago. our roadmap is this. Our roadmap is that the Biafra flag have risen in over 60 countries of the world, where Biafra has opened the Biafra liaison offices that will later become Biafra Mission. After the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra, Biafra delegates in Finland will vote to adopt a new name for the liaison offices. Presumably, the name will become Biafra Mission. The Biafra Mission, upon recognition of the Biafra government and the United States of Biafra, will become Biafra Embassy. It is stage by stage. So I want those asking questions who do not understand how freedom is being fought to listen very attentively. We are going to be moving like a rocket going to the moon. The rocket will move and it will continue to dispatch particles by particles until it gets to the moon. We have started with the Biafra Liaison Office. This Biafra Liaison Office, after December 2nd, will become Biafra Mission. How many years or how many months it will take for the recognition of Biafra, and thereafter it will become the Biafra Embassy. That is the 3 stage of the liaison office, the mission, and the embassy of Biafra. The stage of the government. 1 is the Biafra Republic government in exile, which has demonstrated its capacity to controlling the Biafra territory from exile. From there, the Biafra Republic government in exile have constituted the Biafra de facto government. The Biafra de facto government has 40 United States of Biafra. In each state, there are 15 counties. In each counties, there is 5 districts, meaning in each state, there are 75 districts. Every district have a head, every county have the chairman, deputy, secretary, and so on and so forth. The same thing is applicable to the district head, deputy district head, secretary, and so on and so forth. It is a foundation. The process, the roadmap for those asking the roadmap. We have been able to define the map of Biafra, and irrespective of the divide and rule tactics of the Nigerian state for many years, we have been able to lay this foundation. Very strong foundation that Nigeria will never ever break. In addition to this, immediately after the declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra, we will start laying the foundation which already have been laid, which is a process for a transitional government. As soon as the recognition of Biafra government starts happening up to the level of the United Nations or its allies, we will then begin the process of the transitional government of Biafra. We'll begin the process of forming political parties, making sure that we restore true democracy in Biafra land. My fellow Biafrans, today we have been able to stand against terrorism in our land, against onslaught of the Nigerian state, against barbarism of the Nigerian state by forming our own Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces, Navy, Air Force. Even though we do not have ship, even though we do not have the aircraft, fighter jet, the foundation has been laid. The police, state police of the Biafra de facto government is on the way. Our aim and objective is to make sure that the entire Biafra land is sealed and secure. That is the reason you are not hearing terrorist attack like they attack other parts of Nigeria. We have succeeded in safeguarding our land. But wait a minute. Who are those going around burning our homes, our villages, and communities? They are the Nigeria Army, terrorist army, and other security terrorist agents within the Nigeria territory. Today, nobody is talking about it. Some people will tell you Simon Ekpa is the one that is drawing the Nigeria terrorist army to Biafra land. And many of you believe it. Many of you believe it was Simon Ekpa that is bringing insecurity. Ask them, what gave birth to Simon Ekpa actions and activities in Biafra struggle? Was it not the insecurity that the Nigeria government has brought to Biafra people? They tell you Simon Ekpa was the one who unveiled Biafra Liberation Army and are drawing the Nigeria army to Biafra land. Ask them, was Simon Ekpa part of the struggle when the Python 1, Python 2, Python 3, and then Wake was dancing and killing our young men and young women? Simon Ekpa was not part of the Biafra then. Why are they now calling Simon Ekpa as the person bringing the security in the Southeast? I want you to understand that there is no name they call Simon Ekpa today, or you who believe in your liberation and freedom, that should make you move an inch. The more they call your name and Simon Ekpa, the more reason you must rise up to support Simon Ekpa and the Biafra government in exile, because it means that there is something we are doing that others have not done in the past. While others were fighting for Biafra freedom since 1999. Many reside abroad, including our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was residing in the United Kingdom. There has never been any time in the history of the struggle that the Nigeria state summoned the ambassador of the United Kingdom in Nigeria. There has never been any time they publicly published that they have summoned the ambassador, written petition to the United Kingdom, calling the United Kingdom to come and arrest him, calling for the repatriation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That has never been since the start of the IPOB. But now, you see every media in Nigeria, every illegitimate governor, every criminals, whenever opportunity is given to them to talk, they will call for the repatriation of Simon Ekpa. But since 1999 to 2012-13, when IPOB was formed, till the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2015, till the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2021, there has never been anywhere, any day, Biafra was discussed on the floor of the National Assembly. Our resolve, our resoluteness has made the issue of Biafra to become a topic at the National Assembly of Nigeria. It has never happened since after the war. The roadmap today, the activities of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile has pushed the illegitimate representative of Nigeria all over Nigeria state to be calling for restructuring. It has never happened in the past until now that the Biafra government in exile has come to take full responsibility and full charge for the liberation of Biafra. Today, they are discussing this constitution that, according to them, according to some people, was a military decree. The same restructuring that led to Biafra war, to the death of over 5 million Biafrans. Today they are discussing it. And we have made it very clear. The time for discussion over anything restructuring is over. I had a meeting with one of the most renounced policymakers from the United States. He was offering the possibility of restructuring. I rejected it. I said, the time for possible restructuring is over. What we are looking for now is a complete freedom where our people can exercise their rights. We have to bring a true democracy in one country in Africa. Today, there is no African country that is practicing a true democracy. Biafra will be the first country in Africa, and other people will emulate Biafra at the end of the day. So we are not going to overlook the problem and the threat to our life when we talk about restructuring. Now, what Biafra and myself stand for today is a complete freedom. Of course, after giving my reasons, which is very grounded in our predicament today, he agreed. The road is going to be tough. I said, we are not saying that the road is not going to be tough, but our stand must be made very clear to anybody who cares to listen. Those who want to use Takia that the Fulani have used to kill and invade land and grab and conquer, we can never succumb and fall for it. We are not going to be in any table with anybody discussing restructuring of Nigeria. Nigeria can never restructure. You cannot restructure a faulty foundation. You can't build in a foundation that is broken. You can't build in a foundation where there is no concrete foundation to it. Nigeria remains a country that was built on lies, propaganda, and can never stand the test of time. And here is the test of time. Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland has given Nigeria a test, and they are not standing it. Those of you in Biafra land that are making videos, when the Nigeria military, terrorist military comes to kill our people, make sure you make video and explain the content of the video in English, the understanding of the world. Not when you make video, you start speaking Igbo. Nobody understands you. Make video and explain, even in broken English, so that people can understand what you are talking about. We need those videos. If you can. But if you cannot, make sure you stay safe. Our fight is a fight to finish. I want to make it very clear that the fight we are fighting now is a fight to finish. And as time goes on, it will become very dangerous. Please stand very strong. We have defeated them. Are you not seeing it? Those of you in the affected area and communities, are you not seeing it? Do not be scared. Stay very strong. And I thank you, Biafrans, because the more they attack me, blackmail me, the more you understand that Simon Ekpa remain the good guy. Why they have not protected other people in other Nigeria, they are more concerned about Biafra that have not witnessed any Fulani onslaught. Are you not surprised? Why others are being slaughtered in Jos, Zamfara, in Niger State, Adamawa, and so on and so forth? The armored tanks are in Biafra land, looking for where nobody has actually witnessed Fulani onslaught since 2022, that the Biafra government and autopilot took over the affair of the Biafra struggle. I have read why some people are shouting, when ESN was there, they were only protecting the villages, the bushes, and all that. They did not attack Nigerian army. And now, Biafra Liberation Army is attacking Nigerian army, and for that reason, they are invading our land. Look at those idiots. Ask them, when the ESN was there, were there not armored tanks running our villages, burning our villages, where Abakaire was leading them to kill the commanders of the ESN? You know, these idiots, they have no brain. Was Simon Ekpa part of what was happening then? The answer is no. How many commanders of the Eastern Security Network was killed before I took over the Biafra struggle? Many of them were killed. Their body displayed on social media, the mockery of the highest order, and we have come to restore the dignity of Biafra people. Since you took over the government and this administration, have you seen where they are displaying the body of any commander? Yeah.
Anyway, I allowed the video to play all this while this long because everything that PM is saying here is on point. Everything. I think we still have a few minutes to go. Maybe just this is just a few minutes to go. We have played 14 minutes 56 seconds. So everything that he's saying here, yeah, I mean, I wanted to stop it, but I can't. I just managed to stop it now because it's almost more than half. We have played the most important part of the video. One thing we need to understand is that when you see PM posting what is posting, the activities and what is going on, is a way for you that are sleeping, that nothing is going on in different land. I think that it's just a propaganda, there's no war, like I've seen some people saying. I laughed. You know, Eblozo or the Kibukonko. Obo military government na begi, ebuteli go ogwa na begi, or if goes to me. But now that is happening somewhere, you for you even to acknowledge that it's going on, you don't want. But that is on you. But one thing you need to understand is that sometimes I understand that when some of them say, no, it's a propaganda, nothing is happening, it's happening. Like somebody said that those fast checkers, like PM called them, is say that it happened somewhere in Africa. I laughed. It happened somewhere in another place and all that. And that statement made PM to push or to post more, evidence. It's not as if those so-called mainstream media don't have, they're not aware, they're aware of what is going on. But one thing is that you don't just show how bad things are for you when you think that people are seeing you as the boss here. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand it. And this is to tell you and to show to you that the Biafran Liberation Army are very, very, very intact and strong. That's why the activities is not as if they are not, trying to eliminate our people, but Biafran Liberation Army. But when they tried, they couldn't succeed because of what? The fight is just like more spiritual. You are fighting for what is yours. You are not going after people's land or trying to stop people's take people's land and all that. No, you are doing what you're supposed to do as a country or as a nation. So that is the way I see it, and that is why I feel that everything is going the way it is pleasing to many of us. Now, let me go to comments because I purposely ignored comment section. Let me just establish one or two things before, because some people are complaining that comment section that I focus more on comment section than the topic. So Chidu Bembo said the truth must be told, must be spoken, and Adenire said they are coming out from their shield. Okudova. Thank you, my brother. And Chidu said again, are you not the person sending army to different land? Okay, you're talking to people. I'm strong. I see you. Good evening. Good morning. I don't know your time zone there, but accept my greeting, my brother. Excellent, Wachuku. Hi, brother. Kai report. Good evening. Good evening to you. And children have an advice for for Achebe. And he said, Achebe, don't let the case of Emmanuel Iwanya Otokoto to be the same as yours. Swallow the shame and come and confess to your PM, confess to the Biafran government in exile. I know our PM will welcome you back as a repentant IPOB. And happy May is here. Eze Chuku, good evening to you, and thank you guys for your comment. I really appreciate all your comments. Okay, please like the video, click on the like button. It's very, very, very important as you do so. Now, let me bring to you one of the things that we are here to discuss. All right, there's an announcement that PM made. There's an announcement that he made, but before the announcement, am I supposed to check this first, or I think I need to go through this first? Okay, because PM just talked about the evangelization and preaching going on in our land, and how our people are, seeing the whole thing and what is going on. There's a video I made about Peter Mba of Enugu State. And in that video, I was telling us the mistake of Peter Mba and what he intended to achieve without knowing the consequences of those things. Prophet Igila, the Aboduduwa brother, that prophet, who prophesied about the Biafrans movement and what is ahead. That was before the kidnap of Martin Magana, right? Before the kidnap of Martin, was it before the kidnap of okay, I think after the kidnap of Martin Magana. Is it before or after? I can't remember. Please, someone should correct me on that, because I can't remember if it is that prophecy. Is it before the kidnap of Martin Magana or after the kidnap of Martin Magana? But that prophecy is so accurate. That's one of the best real prophecy that comes out from Nigerian in this recent age. Even though he later changed, trying to dodge the question and the torture from DSS, but the message is there. God even understand that he's trying to protect himself. He said that he don't see Biafra coming and that. You don't need to see it. Those of them that have prophesied that Biafra is like Suleiman. Apostle Suleiman made his own quote then, that he don't see Biafra coming, that he don't see that. In fact, before the 2nd of December, all right, you will see many of those pastors releasing prophecy, because these are people that they are prophecy based on the current information. The way they see how you are, how heavy you are, they can now prophesy that the tendency of you being a boxer is hard. That become prophets. So become prophecy. I am not saying that he's a fake prophet, but I'm trying to tell you, some of them are lazy to wait for God to give them message. If at all they are receiving anything from God. I mean, some of them, not all. Some do, but not all. Prophet Igila, even if all his prophecy before was fake or they are not accurate, what he prophesied about Biafra then is so accurate. But I will tell you why I mentioned Prophet Igila here. Seeing what is going on now about starting from the time the kidnappers in Americano to the time that they were started attacking PM and all that, he said in that prophet that he see a puppy that grow jaw like a wild animal, and that puppy grow jaw to the extent that this small puppy changed from small to an important and most respectful puppy, because that puppy grows jaw of a wild animal, and that it is better for them to call for dialogue now than they don't need to wait. They don't need to wait on the things get out of hand for them. Then when they call their people that think that they're children to come and sit on the round table to talk, they will tell you that it's too late. But as people who are not paying attention, just like what happened to Pharaoh. Pharaoh was so, God locked his heart. He refused to do the needful, to pay attention until it gets too late. What is going on? What is about to come is not something that people will joke with. Now, let me go straight to Pitamba. I have told us that Enugu State and Ebonyi State, I mean, in fact, between Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, and Imo and Abra, Enugu is one of the most peaceful states. I mean, what I mean by peaceful, I'm not saying that Fulani people are not coming there, but I mean in the, military presence. This is to tell you that the military that are moving in Imo State today, the number one architecture of that is Hope Uzodinma. There's no way military will move without the sanction of government. I have been saying this, and people are not taking it serious. During the time of past government in Enugu State, we don't witness this kind of military that are now in Enugu State, and they are going to increase. But I have a good news for them. Since that's what they choose, I have a good for them. This coming their sit at home that will start on 29, 30, 31st, 2nd, 4 days sit at home. Only 1st of August is free. Go and get everything prepared. The sit at home is not going to be sit at home. You know that some of you, we are no longer in the time when people come out and lie about what is obvious. So the sit at home that is coming up, there's no room for propaganda to start for you if that's what you want. Oh, they are the one forcing. No. You understand? Even in Nigerian, remember Biafrans are not in the government. I want to compare it with Nigeria. Now, during the day, anytime for some of the states that are still doing environmental sanitation in Nigeria, the day of environmental sanitation, you are not expected to go anywhere until after 10 in the morning, right? Starting from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you can go out. You can go where you are going. The Nigerian police and the security agencies make sure they force people to obey environmental sanitation. That is why if you are moving your car, they'll be chasing you. So it's not as if forcing people to sit at home is even wrong. So let us not deceive ourselves on that. Like I said, don't tell me that, oh, it's a non-state actor. No. Now we are no longer having that non-state actor. The actors are the state owners, state leadership, Biafran government in exile. So don't deceive yourself that, oh, they are non-state actors. I'm just saying because I love you. I want you to be alive to see Biafra. So I'm not telling you, I will not lie to you to do something that I know that may end your life. So I'm not saying that government in exile are going to force. I'm not speaking for them. But I'm trying to tell you on my own personal opinion that I don't even see it. I don't see anything wrong in forcing it. I don't see anything wrong with that because this is government decision and government policy. You need to obey that. You have to. Some of us are living in different countries. Some of us are living in Nigeria, which is another country, another different country. And when they give order that today is environmental day, maybe sanitation day, you don't go out. You have to obey. Even if you don't want to do any sanitation in your home, you must sit at home until 10. Then only you can go. If you have lived in Lagos, you must have seen, some security agency called Kai. That Kai people, they're always in along Apapa Wharf. There's some road there. If you cross, they will chase you like never before. If they catch you, they will pay fine. What I'm trying to tell you is that don't allow yourself to be deceived by any governor, whoever that's claimed that he's going to give you protection and guide you. They don't come. Even when they are going to their own village, they don't go out unprotected. They have to go with a lot of armed group that is guiding them. But they will tell you to go out and face another armed group he himself sanctioned to go and commit one or two things in the name of blackmailing somebody they cannot even touch. Because all of them are looking for a way. Since they cannot lay hands on PM, they're looking for people that are close to PM to lay hands on them. So be very, very careful. And Peter Mba chose to drag power, drag forces with the spirit. Okay, that's his choice as a governor. Maybe he have what it takes to do that, but time will tell. So there's this another prophecy that I would like you to listen. This prophet says something. Let me flip the camera so you can hear. And if you don't understand Igbo language, please, I'm sorry, but because he made this video in Igbo language and it's about 2 minutes, 20 seconds video.
Asị ụgwọ ọrụ onye mmehie ọgwụ ọnwụ. Ọtụtụ ụmụ unu ga-asị na o dịrị m na-arịbeghị ezi ozi nwanne. Ozi na-abịa just that m post na Facebook ashadọban bịa ya. Ezi titi na mbịazi ka m dozi ya. Our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa ewepụta our social media na-emebigazie na-ezizi ozi ọwụrụ ozi na-abịa ozi kwụ na line ụta ozi na-abịa onye nkobiwa ọrụ maka a na-esi nwee nnukwu anwụ nwa afọ Igbo ka m ga na-asụ ma ịmaghị ihe m na-ekwu gaa chọọ ịntanet ga-adapụta ya ezi m anwụ na-agba ndị mmadụ n'Enugu steeti. Anyị Peter Mba ga-adosu anwụ. Peter Mba ga-adosu anwụ. Anwụ na-agba n'Enugu steeti, anwụ na-agba. Ndị mmadụ na-ebe akwa. Na Peter Mba ga-adosu anwụ. Anwụ na-agba ndị mmadụ. Biko ndị Enugu steeti. 4 days. From now, that's one new year. No, 4 days. So that's can Peter Mba dosu. Kọwụrụ sọsọ ya ka ọ ga-agba. Ihe m na-ekwu ihe iziri m ezi ekekere ụwa Chukwu okike abịa ama. Chi nke Biafra na-akpọtu. Ihe afọ ozi ya na dị ifo ndị
Okay, the message is very, very clear. In case if you don't understand what he said, let me just summarize it. That he have a message for people of the Enugu state. That he saw a bees. He saw bees, not a bees. He saw bees in many of them. He saw a lot of bees, going after people and giving them water in Enugu state. And he asked why, and they told him that Peter Mba is the one that find trouble of that bees. That bees were very quiet, where they are, and he went there and he kind of put hand and scattered them and disturbed them. And the bees, okay, let us teach you what we are known for. And that bees was in Enugu State, going after many people, giving people water. And he said, if you are in Southeast or in Enugu State, especially in Enugu State, this time around, make sure you buy whatever you need and stay at home. Stay at home is very, very important. So that reminds me, we have to also inform you that you need to call your people in Enugu State or in Biafra land, in any part of Biafra, to stay at home. This sit at home is not going to be normal money sit at home that everybody just. I don't see it that way, especially in Enugu State. Especially in Enugu State, because Peter Mba choose to do garagara. He choose to do Imagwanda. So anybody that is, if you have anybody in Enugu State, please and please. Or not even in Enugu State alone, in Biafra land, in Abra, Imo, in Anambra, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Rivers, Delta, think about it and stay at home. Some of you are still doing strong head that you don't want to. That is Biafra. Like I said, when they want to share food, okay, they will deprive you of that food because you are today you are an Igbo. And you be explaining that oh, I'm this, I'm from Rivers. Food don't finish. They're not gonna give you anything. Then when they want to you know elect people or choose appointment, like to give you appointment, they will deprive it. They will not give it to you because you are an Igbo. But when it has to do with you and your brother holding hands together and fight and plan for your future, they will say, no, don't listen to him, or he's an Igbo, you are not. It's left for you to make a choice. No, but everything must not be made open to you. Sometimes you need to do your own findings and work your way out to know what you're supposed to know, because you can only advise people. You can't force people to take that advice. That's where you should be. All right. So, having said that, let's move to another thing. Breaking news from Biafran government in Exile Prime Minister office. Announcement. Anything Ohanaeze has been banned in Biafran land following the death of the last saboteur, the head of the enablers, and the fox. The Biafran government in Exile is putting it as a warning that going forward, there will be nothing like Ohanaeze nor Ohanaeze election in Biafran land. Biafrans will deal mercilessly with anyone propagating Ohanaeze within Biafran land. The time of Ohanaeze's sorrow, tears, and blood in Biafran land is over. This message is what PM said. And some people will say, oh, who is he? Who is he? People that know him, that he's talking to, know themselves. And you cannot ignore this. You know now, you cannot ignore it. It's not a threat, but it's a reality, because who do people listen to? Bring Ohanaeze today and let Ohanaeze give order, and let the government in Exile or the Prime Minister give order. Let's see who people will pick his own, if they are going to listen to Ohanaeze or the government in Exile. So there are reasons why PM banned them, which I know some of them, not all, but I do. And I believe that you yourself understand as well. Because we have seen how the Ohanaeze parade themselves and preach to other nations what Ohanaeze is made of. And we cannot lie that we are not aware of those things. So that's why I said you need to take it serious. You don't need to ignore this. So that is it. Tell me what you think about the banning of Ohanaeze and Igbo in Biafran land. And we are going to end the broadcast now, because I have spent almost 1 hour in this one. So, like I've told you that I don't want to stretch it too long. Okay, let us have a kind of balanced time. Diana said, good morning, Kai report. Good morning to you. And Armstrong, after. Armstrong, I don't understand what you mean by after, please. Even putting pot belly on putting. Okay, even putting bounty on people. Yes, thank you. Not only bounty, also many other things. Accepting people that are going to buy our people to invade our home. Like what PM said, that some people say, like people saying that he's the one dragging, making Nigerian army to invade our home. That's laughable. People that are, all of us are here when they invaded Master Okano's house, compound, and to prove that they don't go there for peace, or to ask questions, or maybe they lost their way. They went there and started buying 28 men. Come on, we need to be honest to ourselves. To be honest with you, we need to be honest to ourselves. If you have a different opinion on that, but what Ohanaeze have done to Igbo people, I don't see any meaningful thing they have done. I don't see any meaningful things, anything that I can say, okay, I'm proud. I don't see anything as such. So guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your time. Like the video before you go, and please share it as well. Comment and tell us what you think about what we discussed so far. We are going to come back again later in the morning broadcast. Okay, I mean maybe 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. in different lands. So we are going to go through other things concerning the upcoming protests in Nigeria and the reasons why we have made the choice that we made, and why you need to stand with the government and support in any way you can. Thank you and God bless you all. Bye bye for now. Thank you all.